Hello, I'm Karen and welcome to part 4 of making the owl. Now I've got my two eyes that I've made and we're going to put these to one side for the moment because we're going to need our 4mm hook, pair of scissors and my needle, which is actually just there. And what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to make the different beaks. Okay, that's all we're going to do to start off with. And once I've shown you how to make the beaks, and then I'm going to show you where to sew everything to, because when I was making my owls, I noticed that this one seemed to be a better finish because of where the eyes were. So I'm just going to show you where I put the eyes anyway, just so that you can see the differences. Okay, so first of all I'm going to get my yarn. I'm still using the darker yarn, which is the New Fashion Double Knitting by Woolcraft, which I got from my local market. This is really quick and easy to make a beak. So you need to make your magic loop to put onto your hook, and we need to chain 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We skip the first chain and just underneath one loop we slip stitch into the second chain, single crochet into the next chain, half double crochet into the next chain and double crochet into the last. Okay, that's how I've made, that's just the first beak. That's literally just that beak, and so it's got sort of a more of a, when you sew it into place, it's got more of a hook, a beak. I don't know, what do you call that? That hook over the crooked beak. If you want to continue on and make it so that you've got a finished edge all the way round, we need to chain 2, 1, 2. Slip stitch into the beginning chain hole there, and then we need to just slip stitch down the other side. 1, 2 and 3, and that's it. That's just how we make our beak. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that off there and pull my yarn through there, and that'll be the beak that I actually sew to the owl. So I'm just going to get my owl, and I've already got one threaded onto the needle already. And when you look at your owl's body, if I show you on this one, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 rows down, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where the tops of the eyes sit on this owl. And on this owl I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I find that it sits better if I do it where I've done down 4. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are we? Right, so what we want to do is, to start off with, just going to place both eyes. I'm not worried about the sticking out bit at the moment. Place both eyes at that level so that the top of them is just touching that area there. So if I get this eye, oh my days, how to make it look hard work, Karen. Right, stop. We'll get the top of this one to go to that level there. I want to make sure that we've got them both in place. We want those bits to more or less touch, and look that we've got an even gap each side. And then this one, we're just going to go straight through into the back of the owl, just to hold the eye into place, and we'll move the eye out of the way. And then what you're going to do is, as you come back with your needle, you just want to make sure that as you come through, you're going to pick up underneath 2 strands. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going like through the tops of the single crochet stitches, and oh dear, look, everything's going bonkers. There we go. And then where the next stitch is, we just want to come underneath both strands, go down, come through the back, and we're just doing it. That's called a running stitch, isn't it? So then we come up to the next stitch and come through there, and then down through the next one, and that's all we're going to do. It's really easy just to sew this into place. Sometimes though they do move slightly while you're working, so but as long as you're quite careful they should be fine. There. And it's so much easier to sew the eyes onto an actual flat piece rather than trying to sew them onto the actual stuffed owl. So I'm really pleased with this, and I'm ever so sorry. I can hear my tap dripping because I haven't turned the tap off properly, and it's a little bit annoying. Oh, yesterday while I was making the videos, because it's now, what day are we on now? Wednesday. We're on Wednesday today. Yeah, and I said that I didn't know if you could hear the noises from the builders next door. Well, after I'd finished doing my videos yesterday, I went outside to go and feed my guinea pigs, and I had a look and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Next door has had solar panels put on their roof so that they can get their own, provide their own electricity, and they'll end up giving some back to the main grid, and that is so cool. It's amazing. And to think about what noises I could actually hear. I'm assuming the noises that I could hear downstairs was something to do with like where they actually put some of the devices in the house. Maybe they've got some bits in their cupboard under their stairs or something. And there we are. Look, we're nearly back to the top where we started. One more stitch through there, and that's our eye nice and securely into place. You can see the stitching on the back. Looks really, it's very simple stitching, and all we're going to do is we're just going to work our way into this part here underneath, and I like to just come underneath a couple of strands, do myself a little knot just to make sure that everything's secure. Do another knot, and we can just then tuck the end in out of the way, and got the other eye stuck, and cut that off there. Ta-da! And there we go, that's the first eye. Oh look, you can see now as I worked, I moved, it's ended up even higher. Well, there we go then, see. Well, we're going to have lots of different, unusual. I don't think any of them are ever going to be the same then. I've tried to show you where you're supposed to do it, and as you can see, it didn't work. How bad does that look? And I'm trying to show you how to do something and I've done it completely wrong. Because when I actually sew this eye here, it's even moved over there, look. I don't know whether that was because I was too busy talking. I'm so bad. We're going to have our owl. He's going to be looking over that way then this time, this owl is. I could actually do wonky eyes, couldn't I? I could actually do them, ooh, with these hypnotic eyes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and match that up and sew that through the back there, and try and keep this one in a better position. So at least the eyes are kind of straight. But, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, isn't it? Just make sure I'm tucking those other little bits in and out of the way while I'm working. And we're just going to put all these just exactly the same way underneath 2 strands of yarn, and come back up through the next stitch. Well, they've ended up with a little gap between their eyes this time. That doesn't matter. They're only for fun at the end of the day, and if you want to make sure yours is absolutely perfect, then you can do that. And if yours goes a little bit wonky like mine, then all it's going to do is just add to the fun of the owl, and whoever you give it to will enjoy the owl no matter what, because I think lots of people love owls. They do seem to be very, very popular. Everywhere you go there's an owl something, whether it's oh yeah, you could turn these into little door stops. I was going to say you could have them as door stops if you used an inner bag, like if you sewed up like a bean bag, so it's actually all inside fabric, and you can actually make like a rice bag. Oh yeah, then you could put them in the microwave, couldn't you? Put lavender and things in them and make them as little hand warmers, and that'd be cool. I never thought of that till just now. Oh, there you go. There we go. Then we've now got our eyes. They are roughly in the same place. We're going to end up seeing how this one looks. He's going to look like because they're so high up, I think this one's going to end up looking like he's looking upwards, but we'll have to wait and see. So same as I did last time, I'm just going to come down into the middle bit. I'm going to blame the dripping tap. It's the dripping tap. It was so off-putting. You know I'm fibbing. No, it's perfectly fine. It's an owl at the end of the day, and well, owls don't really have eyes like this anyway, do they? Because an owl's eye is, well, most of them that I've seen anyway, have got the yellow, haven't they? There we go. There's the eyes into place. Look, we are a bit slightly wonky, but hey ho, never mind. Not everything goes right all the time. And now what we're going to do is use these tails and sew the actual beak into place. I'm going to have my beak right in the middle there. I think that looks nice, because if I drop it further down, you can do, but I'm going to have it just there. And to make sure it's kept nice and high, so I'm just going to go through the back and put a stitch in there, and still doing the same. I'm using the stitches as a guide for where I'm actually sewing it into place, so that, oh yeah, look at that, I could do it like sort of wonky. No, I'm not. I'm going to straighten it up a little bit. It might end up wonky anyway, because I've said that now. Just use that there. Don't worry about this tail, we can sew this tail in a minute. You can use it as part of attaching the beak to the body, if you haven't made these bits long enough. But I normally overcompensate with the tail ends, and then I've normally made them too long. So here we are, look, we're coming right up to the top. So easy. I'm just going to put one more stitch in, come to the back, and then I'm just going to pull this one off for now and get the other end. And when I've finished doing this bit of this video, I'm going to I'm going to stop the tap from dripping. I nearly got up and gave up on the video, but because I'd already started to sew, I thought I can't now. I'm going to come all the way back up to there, look, where the other tail is, and I'm going to tie a knot just to make sure that my beak is nice and secure. Place there, and then I'm just going to bring that one back through and cut that one off. And I think I'll tuck this one inside as well. There. And there we go. The beak is into place. Okay, so there we have it. I've got my face on my owl. It looks nice. Look, even though it is a little bit higher than I really wanted to do, I'm okay with that. So now at this point, this is where I would like to say, I would like you to go back to the beginning videos and make the actual main body area all over again, but this time don't cast off, because we're going to use that, we're going to carry on, okay, because we're going to use that end to be able to slip stitch together. If you are completely confident with that and you just want to carry on and get on and go and do that, when you actually put your other side on, you need to obviously put the eyes on the inside, and you're going to slip stitch all the way around, then you need to turn it the right way out, and then you work across the top. So if you're going to do that, remember, see, I did say on my other ones you only need to, because on this owl, because the eyes finished there, which is 2, 4, 6 rows down, I just stuffed to that point there. So this one obviously is going to, I'm going to probably stuff, if we go 2, 4, 6, it's actually right just there across the eyes, but we'll see what happens anyway in the next video. And then after we've done the slip stitching together, that's where I'm going to show you how to make the wings and how to sew them to the sides, because you want them to be really, really nice and secure, okay, so that if you're going to have children, they're going to pull them and mess about and twizzle them round. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you in the next video where you're going to have your next back piece all together, if you're going to join me on that one, and if not, I'll see you in the video where we make the wings. Okay, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for I can't say subscribing just lately, I'm going crazy. Thanks for all your comments. I'll be doing another comment video after I've done the owls. Okay, bye for now.